Hey everybody, it's Jason again with All-Star Welding. Tonight we're going to be doing some cutting, and I wanted to make a video about this because I'm going to be using my Oxy Propane setup. If you are interested in converting to propane instead of acetylene, go to my videos, look for Tailgate Talk number 2, and if you can't remember that, at the end of this video I'm going to put a little box right here where you can click on that. It will take you to that video, and it'll talk all about the torches, the tips, the hoses, the regulators, everything you need to know about doing propane, Oxy Propane. So let me show you what we're going to be cutting, and I hope you can hear me because it is at night and the tree frogs are just going crazy. It's been so hot. It's only 80 degrees in the shop right now, but during the day it's been 110, and so I've been doing, trying to do some catch-up work at night. But this is your typical South Carolina summer night. Tree frogs just going crazy. But anyway, let me show you what we're working on. So I had this customer bring over 4 of these plates. There's one, and there's 3 more right there. They're 1 inch thick, exactly 1 inch thick, and he wants them cut right to the inside of this little hole. He wants a cut there, and he wants a cut there, and then what's left, he wants this cut in half. And he wants to keep these ends, so I can't test on them. So I did have some 1 inch stock there that I tested with, but for my settings, I've got my propane. You can see that I've got my propane on about 8, and I've got my oxygen on 40, 8 and 40. And I'm going to do another test cut for you on there to show you before we start on the customer's material. But these white lines, best thing in the world, whiteout pins, that they won't rub off like that, and they won't burn off, so they'll stay there the whole time you're cutting. But let me put some gloves on, and another thing I want to show you is I use a piece of 2x4 as a guide. I mean, not 2x4, 2-inch angle iron as a guide, and then I just put a simple little radiator clamp where I want it, and that way I'm able to put that clamp right on top of that angle iron, and it gives me the perfect height. So there's 4 things that make the perfect cut: travel speed, the distance of your tip to the material, your propane pressure set, and your oxygen pressure set. 5, your tip. So I'm using a number 2 tip, and I've consulted my chart that I use, and it told me 8 and 40 is what I need for my propane and oxygen. So 8 and 40 it is, and with the number 2 tip. And some people want to use a whole lot of oxygen because they think it's just going to blow all that material away. Well, what it does, if you have too much pressure on your fuel and your oxygen at the bottom of the cut, it will get that super hot. So when you shoot that oxygen through, it'll blow out the bottom of your cut, and it'll make a whole lot of dross, that you have to clean up, but you know, practice on a piece. Once you get it down, you shouldn't have hardly any dross that you need to clean up. But let me get this going and I'll show you. One way to check to make sure that you've got a good clean flame is just put it down on the material and see if you get a nice little star pattern. If all of those legs of the star are even, you know you got it dialed in good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and preheat this. But remember, it is 1 inch thick, so we want to make sure that we preheat. Don't forget the bottom. Preheating is key to get it a good cut. You'll probably see it change color, maybe turn purple. That's when you know you got it preheated pretty good. I'm going to start on the edge and then I'm going to come into it. Sorry I had a little start and stop there, but I got some sweat in my eye and I couldn't see. See that? Except for where I had to start and stop. That's a pretty good cut. That's a pretty good cut for propane on an inch thick material. And see, there's a little bit of dross right there. We're just going to tap it with a hammer. Let me flip it over. Usually you can just tap it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this guy's material cut for him so he can pick it up in the morning. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my piece of angle iron down and I'm going to put my torch on here and I'm going to align it or line it up on both ends. Make sure I'm right on it. Then I'm going to clamp it. Looks like it may have moved a little bit, so I'm going to check it again. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Light up the torch. All right, again, we're going to preheat. Don't forget the bottom. You see that white line is still there. That's a pretty dang good cut. 1 inch thick, just using propane and oxygen. And you can see there's not a whole lot of dross to clean up. See if I can get this other side. Had a little start and stop right there after that first piece fell off. But that's not bad. I can clean that up and he'll be totally happy. Yeah, I'll take those cuts all day long. And look underneath. There's hardly any dross. Hardly any. That's because you got to get the right tip, the right torch height, the right pressure on your fuel, the right pressure on your oxygen, and the right travel speed. Okay folks, there you go. That's cutting a 1-inch plate with oxygen and propane, and even though it is 10:30 at night, it's still hot. So I'm going to stop the video now because I got 3 more plates like this to do, and because I want to be able to call him in the morning and tell him to come pick them up. But anyway, if you like these videos and if you're learning anything, if it's the least bit entertaining, please do a brother a solid and hit that subscription button and give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out, and I got 820 something subscribers, and I want to get that up. So out of 828 subscribers, I'm teaching somebody something. But I got a lot more videos coming out, so make sure you hit that notification bell so that you know when I load another one. And again, down here in this corner, I'm going to put the play card for the video that talks about how to set up an oxygen propane torch setup. But look, y'all enjoy your weekend. 4th of July is coming up. Have fun, celebrate America, but please don't celebrate too much. Please be careful, and please, for the name of God, do not drink and drive, because I love every single one of y'all, and I don't want you to get hurt, and I don't want you to hurt somebody else. So either don't drink or use a designated driver. Somebody there would be willing to drive you home, or call Uber. You know, a $30 Uber ride is a lot more than killing somebody or $2,000 DUI bill. But anyway, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, notification. Y'all have a great weekend.